In today's equity index futures markets, let's take a look at the S&P 500 futures as they're coming off the lows today, trading down slightly on the session, but still well off the intraday lows, which correspond with the lowest levels in 3 days, as we did see intraday on Friday. The S&P 500 futures hit an intraday high, an all-time high, before reversing and trading lower Friday. And then some selling pressure early in the session today pushed us down to the 5,095 level, but now currently priced at 51.25. That's just down slightly on the day as the markets were able to recover here throughout the session. And when you look at some of the factors contributing to the price action, it appears a rotation continues to unfold here in the equity markets. We did see some of the big tech names under some selling pressure today, Nvidia and Meta being two of those names that have certainly helped support the S&P under pressure today, but other areas, other sectors, particularly consumer staples, showing signs of strength today. So counteracting some of the selling pressure we are experiencing in some of the big tech names. And I think that's really the primary driver as to why we saw the price action that we have, or I should say have, the last couple of sessions, as this rotation continues to unfold. And looking at the general trends, the S&P 500 futures coming off of those lows are hovering just below all-time lows, even with the selling pressure slightly today, as the markets are, again, at least holding and finding some stability after a couple days of selling pressure. Also, when you look at all the other major equity index futures markets, we did see the Russell down about 0.75% today, so down for a second session, as well as the NASDAQ down about 0.5% today, so some continued selling pressure there. The Dow, though, higher on the session. So the Dow did show the most relative strength today, able to find a gain today, with the S&P 500 futures just down about 10 basis points in today's session, well off the intraday lows, and again finding some stability after a couple days of selling pressure.